Hello, hello, hello. So today is not a combo guide, a tier list, a playlist character, or anything along those lines. And what we're doing today is a series of case studies on all characters in the game, and the one we're focusing on today is Super Saiyajin Son Goku. So Goku, you have to say his name like that. So Goku in Super Saiyan at a glance. He as a character, he's Mr. Fundamentals. Just call him the Tim Duncan of Dragon Ball Z. If those of you don't know who Tim Duncan is, go do your googles. Um, so Goku has nearly everything. You know, he's got projectiles from far, mid range. He's got a 2M that kind of reaches from mid range here. He's got 5H. You know, just in case you want to throw that out. He's got advancing 5M. So and that's all from the mid. Let's start from close actually. And up close, he's got an array of moves to kind of mix the opponent up. He's got all of these things. Let's see if I can still do this. Kamehameha. To kind of really mix the opponent up. He's got an array of options. Now, Goku, if we talk about Goku in zones, there's always talk about close, mid, and far. So that's how we're going to discuss Goku today. So first start with his buttons. So he's got a 6 frame 5L, which is really good. That hits mid, and he has a low 5L. But it does. I'm sorry, not low 5L. We've got a crouching 2L, so 2L, and it doesn't hit. If you look here, it doesn't hit crouches. He can chain his obviously his 2L 2L, and do the exact same for his 5L. So Goku can actually has very good confirms, as you can see this. You have all the time in the world. His 5M is safe and allows him 9 frames and allows him to advance forward. So when it's done from afar, it's actually very, very safe. As you see there, it can be up to -4 from all the way over here, and -2, and up close obviously -7. So this is a very good normal that keeps putting him, allows him to keep going in with pressure. His 5S is -4. That's a good way to kind of end strings. His 2H, 14 frame 1, just a standard 2H, 5H, and the classic 2M. His is obviously -10, but it's got obviously great range. It's obviously a bit slower, on the slower end than some characters. 14 frames up close, but and -10. However, the range is absolutely ridiculous. So obviously he can cancel into this, and it can be -5. So he's always playing at those ranges. Supers, before we go into specials, he has Kamehameha, it's classic. Then he has Warp Kamehameha, the Cell Killer, and last but not least, he has his level 3, one of the coolest level 3s in the game. We're not going to go into that. Now we're going to go into specifically Goku. What are you looking for? What are his win conditions? What is his game plan? Or what are the things that can help him? So Goku is a character, as I said before, he's Mr. Fundamental. Big damage for pretty much doing nothing. So Goku from afar, from far range, obviously you can has Kamehameha. See if I can still do this combo. See, I don't think I can do this combo anymore. From far range, he has this, and he always gets a slide knockdown as well. So he gets good damage and a knockdown. So he's one of the few characters in the game. Obviously, they changed the game for 0.5 bar, but from a super dash, he can always get a slide knockdown, or he can put you to the corner and confirm. That's another move, actually, I forgot to mention. Goku's 214L, which is -2. This is actually a really, really cool move to end strings with. He has all types of versions in EX. Now let's go back to the win condition. So Goku, obviously, from far, Goku's got obviously Kamehameha, and he's got one of the best S's, the traditional S's, so he can 2H right after. So he's got the traditional. He can throw up to 4 Ki blasts full screen, or all of them. So that's 5. You can't do 5. You can up to 4, and well, that was 5 again. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can do 4 up full screen and still punish your opponent. You can do 2 here, and up close, you can do 2 as well. Oh, bad. He can do 2 and obviously DP. So DP2H. So going back to what Goku's strong at. So obviously I showed you that's far. So far he has all the time in the world to do anything he wants. But mid-range is kind of where he really shines. Here, the threat of this button, the threat of the 2M and the damage that Goku does is where he really shines. So if Goku's able to land this, you're losing so much damage. And obviously he has an advancing medium, so here you have to watch out for this. You really have to watch out for his medium. So his medium button's obviously advancing, and the opponent always has to be very wary. And his damage obviously in the corner is ridiculous. Let's see if I remember this combo. As you can see, Goku's damage is unreal. Is absolutely unreal. Wow. I still get shocked every single time. That cost 1.5 bar. I still get shocked every single time. So yeah, as you can see, his damage is absolutely crazy. And so Goku's whole focus here is obviously advancing his mids from far. It's obviously just landing the S's, baiting the opponent to obviously super dashing and doing that same combo we just saw earlier. And then doing obviously any confirm you wish. So as you see, that's a lot of damage he's doing. For 0.5 bar, he's doing nearly 50% by himself, no assist. So from far, he's doing a very simple game of kind of baiting you out, Kamehameha sometimes, and going for kind of the combos that he would go for there, or doing S. Here he's using advancing mids, and up close, Goku, as he doesn't really have a low, the low is really slow. Goku's doing stuff like this. So to be able to do this, you just do jump forward. If you super jump, it crosses up. Because super jump auto corrects. So you do jump forward. And that's, so this is Goku's kind of game plan, using this overhead, these overheads that if I put 2H on, as you see there, if you do the M version, you're obviously going to get hit. And the H version, you see there. So Goku's using these, the threat of these, combined with, so let's see if I can do this, combined with, I need a slower button actually. Oof, too fast. Anyway, I'll take this off. I can do it without it. So using the threat of this, combined with the fact that he can confirm same side super dash. So that's what Goku's doing. He's really mixing you up here, doing Kamehameha. Oof, I'm so bad at this. Doing this as well. So he's really trying to mix you up with an array of options. So that's what Goku's trying to do here, and just really connect his combos. So you see there with Goku with assists, he's doing a bunch of damage. And if you aim the Kamehameha, look at that damage. Ridiculous. So Goku really utilizes assists that allow him to continue combos, the flow of his combos. So if you're picking partners for Goku, what you're looking for, if we just break down obviously the ranges, if you're looking for Goku who's really great at this range, something that holds the opponent's focus for just a second. Like this Bardock assist is very good for setting up this scenario. Because Goku can do cross up JL, as you just saw there. Or he could do same side that. Or some opponents who try to guess. So having a quick assist like Bardock are really helpful for Goku as well. Especially with Super Dash, Goku can do all sorts. So assists like Bardock or those strike assists that are really fast in that range, that allow Goku to go for these type of mix-ups are really helpful for the character. Mid range as well. If you're helping him get in, he doesn't really need help. As you saw, getting in, Goku does have Kamehameha, but at this range here, mid range, he is a bit slow, so he's risking a bit here. He has to throw out a 2M, but it's 18 frames. So while a lot of people are IADing, but watch out for that. So having assists again like Bardock like that are going to help, or even Vegeta for Goku, because he doesn't really need help except when he's here. When he's around this range, he himself can obviously has a great buttons here. But if he wants to get in, you can use those assists that kind of help him. So to bait your opponent's super dash as well. So these will help you capitalize on as much damage as possible. But yeah, aside from combos and extensions, Goku himself doesn't really need the most help himself. He kind of offers to help himself. He doesn't really need help himself, except for when he's here, especially when he has obviously Kid Buu assist on the other side. He can do stuff like that, really cool stuff. Let's see if I can still do this. You can do stuff like that. With obviously Kid Buu assist, like really cool stuff to kind of mix your opponent if you're going to use Kid Buu. And what do I have? Frieza. So with Frieza, what would I do with Frieza? Goku, obviously you can use Frieza assist if you were to use Frieza assist. So by the way, the assists that I pick are always random. So just like all of you, I am just finding out how I can use them. So Frieza, if we just use Frieza, Frieza's helping Goku get in, so he doesn't necessarily need Frieza. But it's not something he can't use, because he can use Frieza to extend combos. Let's see if we got extend Frieza. Nope. Oof. Let's do it again. A bit further probably. Wow, so there we go. So you can extend with Frieza. I don't know what confirm you do after, but you kind of just have to figure it out. But as you can see, that's for with Goku. So those are the kind of things he's looking for a partner. He's either looking for a partner that can help him in the mid-range here. Obviously get in from the mid-range and extend his combos, because he himself doesn't have any trouble doing anything. Or characters that allow him to initiate this kind of mix-up of Kamehameha, jump 2v6H, cross up JL, same side super dash. So really, like I said, Goku's Mr. Fundamentals. Or Vegito, assists that are baiting your opponent, so Goku does an unheavenly amount of damage. Now, if you're fighting against Super Saiyan Goku, now it must be scary coming against Big Fundamental, because if you're fighting against Super Saiyan Goku, one thing you have to be worried about is his far range. I did talk about his far range. At far range, yes, he has this, but Goku at this range, the main focus is obviously the Kamehameha. This is your main get-in. So if you're worrying about facing Goku, it's very easy to kind of reflect this. And obviously he's minus 14 there, so if you have things that will punish that, if you have Bardock, whatever, see Bardock. If you do this, Bardock can't punish that, but he'll punish everything else. So you have to really watch out. Watch out for Goku, for Goku's Kamehameha when you're throwing it there, if you choose to vanish, because it is punishable. The opponent can choose to punish it. So not a lot of damage best netted, but if you delay the vanish like a lot of people do, so if you happen to delay the vanish, not by too much. So even then, see, it's not too bad, unless your opponent really delays the vanish, and then you can 2H. So your opponent can punish you with S's there. So you do have to be wary that if you're on low health. So you're fighting against Goku, that's his only approach. So what a lot of people will be doing is they'll be reflecting this and then punishing it afterwards. Secondly, if you're fighting against Goku, is without assists, he really doesn't have any strong low options. So if Goku's just him fighting you himself, from a jump in, from the jump in, Goku's low option is really slow. Not slow, it's 14 frames. So even from here, after this, there's no more low options. So you don't have to worry about low options for a long time when you're facing Goku. Majority of his stuff is high, so even if he goes for this, if Goku does go for kind of IAD 123 here, if your opponent's holding up the whole time, because it takes you time to confirm, because Goku's never going to do that, right? They have to confirm. So if Goku's doing that, it takes a while, so he doesn't really have any threatening low options without an assist. Yes, 2M does a shed load of damage, but your opponent can actually just hold down back, and once they hold down back, there's nothing that they have to kind of worry about apart from 6M. So with Goku, that's all your opponent's got to worry about. So this is going to be blocking, literally blocking out the entire time. So if you're facing a really patient opponent, it's just something you have to be wary about. So yeah, let's go back to the character select screen. So yes, we discussed Goku. We discussed Goku, Bardock, and Vegeta. And who else did we discuss? Goku, Piccolo, Kid Buu, and Frieza. So Goku, also, we discussed his win condition. So Goku up close is very strong. He wants to set up that really simple game of Kamehameha at the same side, or he want Kamehameha at the same side, or cross up, jump 236H that hits the same side, or cross up JL. So a really simple game with Super Dash and DR and 2M. I say simple, but those are 5 options. So Goku really wants to set up that game. His whole purpose set up that game. If that's one of his game plans up close, because obviously he doesn't have the fastest low options. So he's looking for like really fast assists. So that's why we had Bardock. And then in the mid range, Goku, obviously you saw he has advancing mids. He doesn't really have something that allows him to kind of net space. So using those faster assists that also help him up close really help him in the mid range as well. So as you saw there, Bardock A is really helpful for Goku for dealing that. Now the second option we have is obviously you have the Vegeta assist, obviously assists that can kind of be Super Dash that occupy space as well. Those are really helpful for Goku, as we saw there, because they're able to allow your opponents to Super Dash, and that's where Goku gets his most damage. So you saw with Goku full screen, if you play around with his Goku's 5S and you bait your opponent to Super Dash, or Goku can net a lot of damage. So if you play a patient reserved game with Super Saiyan Goku and focus on just having 0.5 bar, excuse me. Yeah, hay fever season. So if you just focus on having just 0.5 bar, Goku can do an unreal amount of damage. Now we have with Kid Buu. With Kid Buu, you can use Kid Buu assist to give Goku kind of quote-unquote mix up close. But as you saw, a lot of his damage initially comes from obviously 2 H's and 2 M's. So maybe if Kid Buu gives you that Shaw and Frieza for extension. So you're really looking for extension assist. So if we just go through the cast. So if we have Goku, people like obviously base Goku are probably a good assist for Goku. Because Goku, not only does he enable obviously Spirit Bomb, but Goku also gives base Goku also gives Goku corner carry, and Goku, as we saw in the corner, that's where he's doing the most of his damage. So that's another condition Goku has. Yamcha obviously helps Goku in the mid range, and also when Goku's doing that left right stuff. Majority of Krillin's assists, so you can go for Krillin's assists. The majority of his assists all help Goku. Kamehameha not so much, because Goku he himself is a walking Kamehameha, so he doesn't really need help there. Already went through these two. Ginyu's A assist, obviously it's a strike assist going forward, so it can help Nappa as well. All of the assists particularly can help Goku. Even Vegeta, his assists can help too. So as you can see, just going through each character and saying, okay, Goku, what do I want to Goku? Do I want to be a Goku that's up close and mixes my opponent like with Kid Buu, or do I want to be a Goku that uses fast assists and uses really fast options to mix my opponent? You have those. Or do you want to be a Goku that focuses on a slower, more patient game and milks the damage from 2 H's and 2 M's? There's quite a few things here. Like either you can build your Goku on hesitation, you can build your Goku on combo extensions, or you can build your Goku on mix-ups. There's, like I said, he's Mr. Fundamental. He's Tim Duncan for a reason. So that's the type of character he is. But yeah, if any comments, please leave a comment in the comment section. leave a like and all that jazz. What we're trying to do here is really trying to create a community of people, a community, so we can really talk about these things and not just take things for granted and not what people say, not a character is great or a character is amazing. Really discussing what a character can do and how the character can work for you and how you can really push the envelope of the character going forward. But yeah, thanks for tuning in. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.